The Mariana Trench had always been Earth's final frontier, more mysterious than the surface of Mars, more dangerous than the vacuum of space. When Indy Chen descended 11 kilometers below the Pacific's surface in the research submersible, Absol Pioneer, she expected to catalog strange fish and thermal vents. What she found instead would rewrite humanity's place in the cosmos. "Jackson, are you seeing this?" Indy's voice crackled through the communication line to the surface vessel. Jackson Rodriguez leaned closer to his monitor array, his coffee forgotten. The sonar readings made no sense. "Indy, those dimensions. That structure is massive. It's not geological." At 10,920 meters, Indy's external lights illuminated something impossible. A perfectly geometric structure emerged from the darkness, its surface covered in symbols that seemed to shift and writhe in the light. The architecture was elegant, mathematical, utterly alien. "I'm going closer," Indy said, her heart pounding. Negative, negative. "We don't know what." Jackson's protest died. As Indy's submersible drifted toward an opening in the structure, the moment her vessel crossed the threshold, everything changed. Light bloomed from within, not harsh but welcoming, as if the structure had been waiting. Indy gasped as her instruments went haywire, then suddenly normalized, displaying readings that shouldn't be possible at this depth. Then she heard it, not through her radio, but directly in her mind. "Welcome, inheritor." Indy's hands trembled on the controls. "Jackson, I'm receiving some kind of transmission. It's not audio. It's, you have found the gift left by the progenitors. You are ready on the surface." Jackson watched in horror as every screen in his command center lit up simultaneously. Data streamed faster than any human technology could transmit. Schematics, equations, star charts, biological blueprints, an entire library of knowledge flooding their systems. "Dr. Rodriguez," his assistant shouted, "we're getting transmissions from every deep-sea research station on the planet. They're all reporting the same thing. Structures activating, data streams. This is happening everywhere." Indy's submersible was now inside a chamber that defied physics. The crushing pressure of the deep ocean seemed irrelevant here. Through the viewport, she saw what could only be described as a gallery displays showing the rise and fall of civilizations, cosmic wars, and terrible weapons. The progenitors seeded life across the galaxy. The voice explained, they placed these archives in the most hostile environments of each world, accessible only when a species achieved the necessary balance of curiosity and capability. You are the 47th species to find your archive. You are the first to find it in your ocean depths. Why? Indy whispered. Why give us this knowledge? The devourers are coming. They always come. Civilizations that reach the stars become visible to them. The progenitors learned too late. They could not save themselves, but they could give others a chance. On the surface, Jackson was already seeing the implications of the data flooding in. Faster than light travel, energy manipulation, weapons technology centuries beyond human capability, and something else, biological enhancement protocols. Ways to modify human physiology to survive in extreme conditions. His phone exploded with calls. World governments, military leaders, the United Nations, everyone demanding answers about the phenomenon. Occurring at every oceanic trench on Earth. Deep below, Indy was learning the terrible truth. The galaxy was not empty. It was cleared. The devourers, a swarm intelligence, from dark space periodically swept through spiral arms of the galaxy, consuming any civilization that had developed faster than light travel. The electromagnetic signature of FTL drives was like a dinner bell. But we haven't developed FTL yet, Indy protested. You would have. Within 3 generations. The Devourer's scouts are already in your system, waiting. They detected the potential in your species. But now you have what you need to fight. Over the following weeks, the world transformed. The deep-sea archives had given humanity a devastating advantage: knowledge, without the electromagnetic signature of development, while other species had to research and test their way to advanced technology, leaving traces the Devourers could detect. Humanity could simply build from complete blueprints. Indy and Jackson found themselves at the center of a new global initiative. The knowledge from the archives revealed that humanity's evolution in Earth's hostile oceans had given them unique advantages. Humans could handle acceleration and pressure changes better than most species. Their persistent hunting instincts translated into an almost disturbing ability to pursue objectives across time and distance. The first human warship, the UHMS Mariana, was launched in secret from an underwater shipyard. It incorporated progenitor technology, but was uniquely human in its application. Where other species used the technology defensively, human military strategists saw offensive possibilities the progenitors had never imagined. When the Devourer scouts finally revealed themselves, expecting to find a primitive species ripe for consumption, they instead encountered something unprecedented. Humanity didn't just defend their world, they hunted. Jackson watched from the command center as human ships, crewed by sailors who'd trained their entire lives for underwater combat, took to the stars with the same aggressive efficiency their ancestors had used to dominate Earth's oceans. They didn't wait for the Devourers to attack. They tracked them back to their staging grounds. "This is insane," Jackson muttered, watching the tactical displays. "We've been a spacefaring species for 3 months, and we're taking the fight to them." Indy, now serving as the liaison between the Deep Sea Archives and Human Command, smiled grimly. "The archives say every other species spent decades fortifying their homeworlds, trying to hide. We're the first to go on the offensive." The Devourer swarm, which had consumed 17 civilizations in this galactic sector alone, encountered something they'd never faced: prey that fought back with terrible efficiency. Human pilots, accustomed to making split-second decisions in the crushing depths of Earth's oceans, outmaneuvered the swarm. Human strategists, who'd evolved to hunt megafauna across ice ages, showed a disturbing talent for persistence warfare. Within a year, the tide had turned. The Devourers retreated from human space, and their psychic communications spoke of the Deep Ones, a terrifying species that had emerged from planetary oceans to dominate the stars. Other surviving civilizations, hiding in fear, received humanity's first galactic broadcast. Indy had insisted on delivering it personally. "To all sentient species, humanity extends greetings from Earth. We've learned of the Devourer threat. We've learned you've been hiding, surviving. That ends now. We're forming a coalition. We're taking back the galaxy. The progenitors gave us the tools. It's time to finish what they started." Jackson stood beside her, looking at the star maps showing human expeditionary forces spreading outward. "The galactic community is going to be terrified of us." Indy nodded. "Good. Better they fear us than the alternative. We didn't climb to the top of Earth's food chain by being passive. The deep sea taught us that the most dangerous predators thrive where others fear to go." As humanity's warships pushed into uncharted space, the galaxy learned a new truth: the species that evolved in Earth's crushing depths, that learned to thrive in the planet's most hostile environment, would not be prey. The hunters from the deep had arrived, and they were just getting started.